Imagine you are sitting at your desk, checking the charts, and suddenly one of the most followed Bitcoin traders on social media drops a message that sends a shockwave through the entire crypto community. No charts, no complex math, just a simple, chilling warning. The next 5 days will determine if we have an XRP all-time high. Those who know understand what is really going on. Right? This exact message was just blasted out on X by the prominent crypto pundit altcoin Fox, and it has absolutely set the market on fire. He didn't give a long list of reasons. He didn't draw a spreadsheet. He just set a clock. 5 days. A massive ticking clock that expires this week. Is this just another case of social media hype designed to farm views? Or is there a massive silent shift happening behind the scenes that the average retail investor is completely blind to? In this video, we are pulling back the curtain on this mysterious 5-day window. We are going to look at the massive friction dividing the community, the monumental institutional chess moves happening in the background, and exactly what is going on with the laws in Washington. So let's get straight to the truth. So, why is the crypto community completely divided over this 5-day window? The moment altcoin Fox right here posted his cryptic warning, the comment section exploded into a battleground. One side, you have the inner circle, the holders who immediately chimed in with the classic "if you know" attitude, acting like they are part of a secret club. Now, on the other side, reality hit. Angry traders, the angry traders started demanding answers, asking for actual proof, while some straight up called a double digit price target within a week absolutely wild and completely unrealistic. In my opinion, I find this psychological split in the community fascinating. When a well known Bitcoin trader throws out a high specific 5-day ultimatum without giving immediate context, it acts like a magnet for human curiosity. It forces some people to choose between pure skepticism and blind faith. So, my take: I never ignore these whispers from high level traders. Even when a claim seems exaggerated on the surface, these individuals often have their ears closest to the ground, listening to institutional murmurs before they ever hit the mainstream news. Now, what massive corporate chess moves are happening behind the doors? While the analyst on X didn't explicitly name his catalyst, the actual real world developments happening around Ripple right now are nothing but short of historic. We aren't talking about internet memes here. We are talking about the highest echelons of global banking. Ripple Prime has officially joined the DTCC Industry Working Group. For those who don't know, they are now sitting at the exact same table as Wall Street titans like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, and BlackRock. Even wilder, their live production is targeting July 2026. So, in my personal opinion, look at the corporate machinery moving here. You do not get invited to sit at a table with BlackRock and JP Morgan to just talk about cartoons. So my perspective as a market observer is that the true secret altcoin Fox is hinting at is is this massive structural integration. When the plumbing of global finance adopts a digital asset, the valuation model completely changes. Retail investors are bickering over cents on exchanges, while global banking conglomerates are building multi-trillion-dollar bridges using XRP infrastructure. Now, will Washington finally pass the law that permanently saves XRP? The excitement doesn't stop with Wall Street. The political theater in Washington is reaching a boiling point. The highly anticipated Clarity Act is officially sitting on the Senate legislative calendar, waiting for a definitive floor vote. This isn't just another boring piece of paperwork. This law would permanently convert XRP's commodity classification into statutory law, making it entirely immune to future regulatory attacks. The pressure is so intense that over 200 crypto firms banded together to send an official joint letter to the Senate demanding this vote happen immediately. So, in my opinion, if we want to know what those who know actually understand, look no further than this legislative countdown. In my view, the legislative clock in Washington is moving in tandem with the 5-day window mentioned by the analyst. If the Senate passes the Clarity Act, it deletes years of legal suppression in a single afternoon. When a massive regulatory burden is permanently lifted from an asset, the market reacts with extreme force. It is the definitive green light that institutional capital has been waiting for. Now, can XRP really defy the current math to smash its old record this week? So let's face the cold, hard numbers for a second. Right now, XRP is trading at $1.26 to match its historic all-time high of $3.65. The asset doesn't just need a small push. It needs a massive, explosive rally of 189.7%. To do that in just 5 days seems like an impossible mathematical mountain to climb for the average investor. So here's my opinion. Yes, a near 200% rally in less than a week sounds like science fiction if you are looking at traditional stocks. But this is crypto, and specifically, this is XRP. History shows us that when this specific asset decides to move, it doesn't walk, it teleports. If the combination of the DTCC live production preparations and a sudden breakthrough with the Clarity Act hits the wire simultaneously, the retail FOMO combined with institutional buying pressure can erase a 190% gap overnight. Whether it happens exactly in 120 hours or over the coming weeks, the foundation for an all-time high are being poured right now. So, what is the ultimate conclusion to this 5-day mystery? When you weigh the vague hype against the hard facts, a very clear picture begins to emerge. Altcoin Fox absolutely used a clever strategy to build massive engagement by throwing out a bold headline with zero context. But just because the tweet was designed to get clicks doesn't mean the underlying narrative is false. We are witnessing a profound convergence of events. You have a cryptic timeline from top traders, massive global banks preparing for live production with Ripple, and a historic Senate vote looming in the background. The math says hitting $3.65 in 5 days is a long shot, but the structural reality proves that XRP is closer to an institutional breakout than it has ever been in its history. So do not let the vagueness of social media traders make you cynical about the actual utility built. Watch the CNET calendar, monitor the DTCC milestones, and keep your focus locked on the big picture. And this finally ends our video. Thank you very much for watching and see you on the next one. Or you might just as well watch next this recommended video right here.